Good morning, everyone. Today I want to share something that has the power to shift your life completely, something that exists within you right now, your mind. You see, most people live their lives on autopilot, stuck in patterns that were programmed into them long ago. They wake up, think the same thoughts, feel the same emotions, and repeat the same routines, day after day, year after year. And then they wonder why their lives never change. But what if I told you that you are not a prisoner of your past, that at any moment you can step into a new reality simply by changing the way you think? Your thoughts create your reality. Science has proven that every thought you have sends signals to your body, triggering emotions and reactions. If you constantly think about stress, failure, or limitations, your body stays locked in survival mode, reinforcing the very reality you wish to escape. But when you start thinking and feeling in alignment with the life you want, when you hold thoughts of abundance, health, and success, your brain begins to rewire itself to make that your new normal. Reprogramming the subconscious mind. Over 95% of your actions come from your subconscious programming, most of which was formed in childhood. That means if you grew up in an environment of lack, fear, or self-doubt, those programs are still running in the background of your mind, shaping your reality. But the good news is the brain is not fixed. Through conscious repetition, deep meditation, and heightened awareness, you can overwrite the old programs with new ones that serve you. Neuroplasticity, the science of change. For decades, scientists believed the brain was static, that once we reached adulthood, our neural wiring was set in stone. But we now know this is false. The brain is neuroplastic, meaning it changes based on how you use it. Every time you focus on a new thought or practice a new belief, you create and strengthen neural pathways. The more you reinforce these thoughts, the more automatic they become. This is how you shift from the old self to the new self, elevating your emotional state. But thoughts alone are not enough. You must feel as if your new reality is already happening. Why? Because emotions are energy, and energy is what shapes your reality. If you wake up every day feeling gratitude for a future that hasn't arrived yet, your body doesn't know the difference. It thinks it's already real. And the more you stay in that elevated state, the more you attract experiences that match it. The power of visualization and intention. The greatest achievers in the world use a simple yet profound tool, mental rehearsal. When you vividly imagine yourself already living your dream life, your brain activates the same neural circuits as if you were actually experiencing it. This primes your mind and body to act in alignment with that vision, making it easier to manifest into reality. Living beyond the old self. Now, here's the challenge. The moment you decide to change, the old self will fight back. Your mind will try to pull you into old habits, old doubts, and old limitations. But that's just the past trying to survive. If you want to create a new future, you must step into a new identity. You must think, feel, and act as if you are already the person you desire to be. And when you do that, when you truly commit to living in the energy of your desired future, your external world will begin to shift. The opportunities, people, and experiences that match your vision will start appearing. So, I ask you today, who do you want to become? What life do you want to create? Because the moment you decide and the moment you embody it with your entire being, you will no longer be waiting for your future to happen. Your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas that come and go without consequence. They are the architects of your reality. Every belief, every perception, and every emotion you experience is shaping the world around you in ways you may not even realize. The way you think determines the choices you make, the actions you take, and ultimately the results you see in your life. Most people live in a cycle where their external circumstances dictate their internal state. If things go well, they feel good. If things fall apart, they feel bad. But what if the opposite were true? What if your internal state The thoughts and emotions you consistently dwell in was actually creating the external circumstances you experience. This is not just a theory, it is backed by science. Every thought you have sends electrical signals through your brain, activating neural pathways that trigger biochemical responses in your body. When you think a thought repeatedly, your brain strengthens those pathways, making it easier for you to default to the same patterns of thinking. Over time, these thoughts become beliefs, and these beliefs become your identity. If you constantly think about struggle, lack, or failure, you reinforce a version of yourself that is limited by those ideas. If instead you train yourself to focus on abundance, possibility, and success, your mind starts filtering the world in a way that aligns with those thoughts. The brain has something called the reticular activating system, RAS, a network of neurons that acts as a filter, determining what information is relevant to you. If you are always focused on negativity, your RAS will highlight everything in your environment that confirms that negativity. But if you start focusing on success, gratitude, and opportunity, your brain will begin to notice and attract experiences that align with those thoughts. This is why people who expect good things tend to experience them, and those who dwell on failure often find themselves stuck in cycles of disappointment. It's not magic, it's the mind shaping perception, and perception shaping reality. Your life, as it is right now, is a reflection of the dominant thoughts and emotions you have been holding. The good news? If you don't like what you see, you have the power to change it. By consciously shifting your thoughts, choosing new beliefs, and cultivating an elevated emotional state, you can start shaping a new reality, one that aligns with the life you truly desire. The subconscious mind is the silent driver of your life, influencing your decisions, habits, and emotional responses without you even realizing it. Over 95% of what you do every day is governed by subconscious programs, deeply ingrained patterns that were shaped by past experiences, childhood conditioning, and repeated thoughts. If your subconscious beliefs are aligned with success, love, and abundance, your life will reflect that. But if your subconscious is filled with self-doubt, fear, and limitations, you will find yourself stuck in patterns that keep you from evolving. The challenge is that most people try to change their lives by focusing only on conscious effort, working harder, setting goals, forcing new habits, without addressing the subconscious programming that is running in the background. This is why change often feels difficult or temporary. You may consciously want to be successful, but if your subconscious is wired to believe that success is difficult or that you are not worthy, you will sabotage yourself without even knowing why. Reprogramming the subconscious is not about positive thinking alone. It is about rewiring the neural pathways that have been reinforcing old patterns for years. The brain operates on repetition. Whatever you repeatedly think, feel, and experience becomes embedded as truth. This is why one of the most powerful ways to reprogram the subconscious is through intentional repetition. Daily affirmations, visualization, and mental rehearsal create new neural pathways that, over time, replace old, limiting beliefs. The subconscious also responds deeply to emotion. When you attach a strong emotional charge to a thought, whether it's fear or excitement, it becomes imprinted in the brain. This is why traumatic experiences leave such a lasting impact. But the same principle works in your favor when you generate elevated emotions like gratitude, love, and joy, while imagining the life you desire. By consistently associating powerful emotions with new beliefs, you make them feel real to your subconscious, accelerating the process of transformation. Another key to reprogramming is accessing the subconscious in states where it is most open to suggestion. This happens during deep relaxation, such as in meditation or just before sleep, when your brain is in a slower, more suggestible frequency known as the theta state. In these moments, your conscious mind takes a step back, allowing you to plant new ideas directly into the subconscious without resistance. By actively reprogramming your subconscious, you stop living from past conditioning and start designing your life by intention. You break free from patterns that no longer serve you and install new mental blueprints that align with the reality you want to create. When your subconscious programming changes, your actions, perceptions, and even the opportunities that come your way begin to shift effortlessly, reflecting the new version of you that you have chosen to become. For years, scientists believed the brain was a fixed organ, set in structure by adulthood, incapable of significant change. However, groundbreaking research in neuroscience has proven otherwise. The brain is neuroplastic, meaning it has the ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. This discovery has revolutionized our understanding of human potential, showing that we are not prisoners of our past experiences, habits, or genetic predispositions. Instead, we have the power to shape our minds, and by extension our lives, through conscious effort and intentional thought. Neuroplasticity works on a simple yet profound principle. Neurons that fire together wire together. Every time you think a thought, neurons in your brain communicate by sending electrical signals along specific pathways. The more you repeat a thought, behavior, or emotion, the stronger those neural connections become. This is how habits are formed, beliefs are reinforced, and identities are shaped. If you consistently dwell on stress, self-doubt, or limitation, your brain wires itself to make those states more automatic. But if you consciously shift your focus to empowerment, gratitude, and possibility, you activate different neural pathways, weakening the old ones and strengthening the new. The implications of this are life-changing. It means that no matter how deeply ingrained your patterns are, they can be rewired. You are not bound by the mindset you inherited from your upbringing, nor are you stuck with the emotional responses that have shaped your past. By repeatedly thinking in alignment with the person you want to become, you physically reshape your brain to support that transformation. One of the most powerful ways to harness neuroplasticity is through visualization and mental rehearsal. Studies have shown that when you vividly imagine an experience, the same neural circuits fire as if you were actually living it. This is why elite athletes, performers, and high achievers use visualization to enhance their skills, because the brain cannot distinguish between reality and a deeply imagined experience. By mentally rehearsing success, confidence, and desired outcomes, you are strengthening the neural pathways that make those experiences more likely to manifest. Another crucial factor in neuroplasticity is emotional intensity. The brain encodes experiences with a strong emotional charge more deeply than neutral ones. This is why traumatic events are hard to forget, but it is also why powerful, elevated emotions such as gratitude, excitement, and joy can accelerate rewiring. When you combine a clear intention with a heightened emotional state, you create an imprint in the brain that makes change happen more rapidly. Understanding the science of neuroplasticity empowers you to take control of your mental conditioning. Instead of being trapped by old patterns, you can actively rewire your brain to align with your highest vision. By repeatedly thinking, feeling, and acting as if you are already the person you aspire to be, you train your brain to make that identity your new reality. Over time, this process moves from conscious effort to automatic response, and before you know it, you have transformed not just in thought, but in actual neurological structure. Your emotions are not just reactions to the world around you. They are powerful signals that shape your reality. Every emotional state you experience creates a biochemical response in your body, influencing your energy, decision-making, and even the events you attract into your life. If you constantly dwell in lower emotional states such as stress, fear, or frustration, your body remains in survival mode, reinforcing old patterns and limiting your ability to create change. But when you elevate your emotional state, when you shift into gratitude, joy, love, and excitement, you unlock a different level of consciousness, one that aligns with growth, creativity, and transformation. The key to elevating your emotional state is understanding that emotions are not just reactions to external circumstances, they are choices. Most people believe they can only feel happy after something good happens, or that they will feel abundant once they achieve success. But this mindset places them in a state of waiting, where their emotions are dictated by conditions outside of them. The truth is, you can generate elevated emotions at any moment, regardless of your external situation. And when you do, your entire state of being shifts, opening the door for new opportunities and experiences to align with you. Science has shown that elevated emotions produce powerful effects on both the brain and body. When you feel gratitude or joy, your brain releases neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin, which enhance focus, creativity, and well-being. Your heart rate becomes more coherent, creating harmony between your brain and heart, which improves intuition and decision-making. These biochemical changes don't just make you feel good in the moment. They rewire your brain for positivity, making elevated emotions more natural over time. One of the most effective ways to elevate your emotional state is through intentional focus. Whatever you consistently think about, you will begin to feel. This is why gratitude is so powerful. When you actively focus on what you appreciate, no matter how small, your brain shifts into a state of abundance rather than lack. The same applies to visualization. When you deeply imagine yourself already experiencing the success, love, or happiness you desire, your brain and body respond as if it is happening now. This strengthens the neural circuits associated with those emotions, making it easier to sustain them in your daily life. Breathwork, movement, and meditation also play a crucial role in shifting emotional states. When you consciously change your breathing, you influence your nervous system, signaling to your body that it is safe to relax and open up to new possibilities. Movement, whether through exercise, dance, or even a simple walk, releases stored tension and boosts endorphins, naturally lifting your mood. Meditation allows you to detach from old emotional patterns and create space for new ones, making it a powerful tool for long-term emotional transformation. When you make a habit of elevating your emotional state, you stop being a victim of circumstances and become a creator of your experience. You no longer wait for external conditions to improve before feeling good. You generate the emotions that align with the life you want. And when you do this consistently, your energy shifts, your thoughts align with new possibilities, and your actions become effortless. Instead of chasing success, love, or happiness, you attract them naturally because you have already become a vibrational match for the reality you desire. Visualization and intention are two of the most powerful tools for creating the life you desire because they allow you to train your mind and body to align with a future that has not yet happened. Most people live their lives reacting to their current circumstances, reinforcing the same thoughts and emotions that keep them stuck in the past. But when you use visualization and intention effectively, you break free from those cycles and create a new internal blueprint for the reality you want to experience. The brain does not distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you close your eyes and fully immerse yourself in a mental picture of your desired future, whether it's success in your career, vibrant health, fulfilling relationships, or financial abundance, your brain activates the same neural circuits as if you were actually living that reality. This is why elite athletes, entrepreneurs, and performers use mental rehearsal to sharpen their skills and achieve peak performance. By repeatedly visualizing an outcome with clarity and emotional intensity, they train their brain and body to act as if it is already real, making it far more likely to manifest in their external world. Intention is what gives visualization its power. It is not enough to simply daydream about a better life. You must set a clear and focused intention for what you want to create. Intention is the conscious decision to direct your energy toward a specific outcome, combined with an unshakable belief that it is possible. When you set an intention, you activate the reticular activating system, RAS, in your brain, which filters information and makes you more aware of opportunities, ideas, and resources that align with your goal. This is why after setting a strong intention, you suddenly start noticing synchronicities like meeting the right people, stumbling upon new information, or being in the right place at the right time. The key to making visualization and intention effective is to engage not just your mind, but your emotions and body as well. If you simply see an image of your desired future without feeling it, your subconscious mind will not register it as real. But when you generate strong emotions, excitement, gratitude, confidence, as you visualize, you create a powerful, energetic signal that aligns you with that future. Your body begins to chemically experience the success, abundance, or love you are imagining, rewiring your brain to make those emotions your new baseline. Repetition is essential. The more often you mentally rehearse your desired reality with clear intention and deep emotion, the stronger the neural pathways become. Over time, this process shifts your identity. Your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors begin to align with the version of you who is already living that life. When you consistently embody this new state of being, your external world will begin to shift to match it, not because of wishful thinking, but because you have trained your mind and body to operate from a different frequency. To create a new life, you must break free from the gravitational pull of your old self. The old self is made up of familiar thoughts, emotions, habits, and beliefs. Patterns that have been repeated so many times that they have become automatic. These patterns create a sense of identity, a predictable way of being that feels safe, even if it no longer serves you. If you want to step into a new reality, you cannot keep thinking, feeling, and behaving as the person you have always been. You must become someone new before your external world changes. The challenge is that the old self will always resist transformation. The mind craves familiarity, and when you begin to change, it will try to pull you back into the comfort of the known. Doubt, fear, and old emotional triggers will surface, making you question whether transformation is even possible. But this resistance is not a sign that you are failing. It is a sign that you are breaking free. The key is to become aware of these unconscious programs and consciously choose a different response. Living beyond the old self means no longer identifying with past limitations. If you have always believed that success is difficult, that love is hard to find, or that you are not good enough, those beliefs have shaped your reality. But when you decide to embody a new identity, one that aligns with the life you truly desire, you begin to dismantle those old stories. Instead of being controlled by past experiences, you shift into a new way of thinking, feeling, and acting, one that matches the future you want to create. The fastest way to move beyond the old self is to live each day as if your desired future is already happening. This does not mean pretending or forcing change through sheer willpower. It means waking up and asking yourself, how would the future version of me think today? How would they feel? How would they respond to challenges? Then, you align your thoughts and actions with that new identity. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes. And over time, the old self fades away, replaced by a version of you that is fully aligned with the life you were meant to live. True transformation happens when you no longer let the past define you, when you stop waiting for external circumstances to change before you feel different, when you make a conscious decision to break the cycle of familiar emotions and step into the unknown with faith. The moment you commit to living beyond the old self, you step into limitless possibility, because the new you is no longer tied to the past but actively creating the future. Today I want to share with you something profound, something that has the power to completely reshape your reality. And the best part, this power is already within you. It's not found in luck, in circumstances, or in anything outside of you. It's in your mind. The way you think, the emotions you choose to cultivate, and the beliefs you hold are actively creating the life you are experiencing right now. If you want to change your life, you must first change your mind. Most people live in reaction to their past, unaware that they are thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same emotions, and making the same choices every day. They wake up, remember who they are based on yesterday, and unknowingly recreate the same reality. But what if I told you that you are not bound by your past? That at any moment you can break free from old patterns and design a future that excites and fulfills you? This is not just wishful thinking, it is a scientific reality. Your mind is the architect of your life. The thoughts you think send signals to your brain, shaping the neural pathways that determine your habits and behaviors. If you constantly focus on problems, stress, and limitations, you reinforce those patterns, making them your default experience. But if you begin to focus on possibility, abundance, and success, you wire your brain to recognize and create those realities. This is the power of neuroplasticity, the ability of your brain to change based on how you use it. However, change does not happen simply by thinking differently for a day or two. Most of your behaviors are controlled by the subconscious mind, which runs on deeply ingrained programs. These programs were shaped by past experiences, childhood conditioning, and repeated emotional patterns. If your subconscious is wired for fear, self-doubt, or scarcity, you will continue to manifest those experiences no matter how much effort you put in at the conscious level. The key is to reprogram the subconscious, to overwrite old limiting beliefs with new ones that align with the life you want to create. The most powerful way to do this is through visualization and intention. When you vividly imagine yourself already living your desired future, feeling the emotions, seeing the details, experiencing it as if it's real, your brain begins to fire in new ways. It starts building the neural circuits that make that reality feel familiar, making it easier for you to take the actions that bring it to life. When combined with a clear and focused intention, this practice trains your mind and body to align with your goals before they even materialize. But thoughts alone are not enough. You must elevate your emotional state. Your emotions are signals that shape your energy and dictate what you attract into your life. If you wake up every day feeling stress and frustration, you are reinforcing a state of being that brings more of the same. But if you learn to generate gratitude, joy, and excitement, even before anything in your life changes, you shift into a state that magnetizes new opportunities and experiences. Science has proven that elevated emotions not only change your brain chemistry, but also influence your heart's electromagnetic field, which affects everything around you. The higher your emotional state, the more powerful your ability to create becomes. The greatest challenge you will face in this process is your old self. The version of you that is tied to your past will try to pull you back. It will bring up doubt, fear, and resistance because change feels uncomfortable. But this discomfort is a sign of transformation. It means you are breaking free. You must make a conscious decision every day to live beyond the old self, to embody the thoughts, emotions, and actions of the person you are becoming. So I ask you, who do you want to be? What kind of life do you want to create? The moment you decide to stop living in reaction to your past and start thinking, feeling, and acting in alignment with your future, you begin to shift your reality. You are not a victim of your circumstances. You are the creator of your life. And when you fully embrace that truth, when you reprogram your mind, elevate your emotions, and live beyond the old self, you will no longer be waiting for your dreams to happen. You will be making them happen.